Good morning, fellow humans. So, this morning I'm going to discuss this idea of the authentic self. Now, the authentic self is that element of us which is able to engage in life. And our authentic self is always with us, but we have sometimes filters which block our authentic self from expressing itself. So, I guess a good way of explaining it is to think about when we're able to be congruent and to be genuine and authentically express ourselves in the world, then we are able to be in touch with that authentic self. It's that part of ourselves which is very present and focused and loving, kind. It's really the truest aspect of our nature. It's our essence. It's really our light that is able to shine in the world. And through spiritual practices, we're able to get in better contact with this authentic self. Through meditation, mindfulness, yoga, being in nature, we're able to feel that oneness, that connection with the nature. And that helps us to tap in and connect to our authentic self. Our authentic self is always there, but those activities help us to connect or get a stronger connection to it. So I'm sure there's times in our life where our connection with our authentic self dwindles, and that's where we start to see selfishness, jealousy, hate, anger, upset. These things start to creep in, and these are not expressions of our authentic self. So if we can reconnect, we can go within and we can tap into these elements of our authentic self, then we can be true to our word, and we can be true to our authentic selves and to ourselves as a human being. We can be a excellent expression of our love, our kindness, and our truth. So, yes, I feel like an example of when I was my authentic self is really when I was in the mountains in Nepal. I was reading this book called The Power of Now every day. I was surrounded by nature. I was walking around these mountains for 5 weeks, surrounded by sights of extraordinary and unexplainable natural beauty, the highest mountains in the world, the Himalayas. And I just felt a complete connection and oneness to the land, the Nepalese people in the villages and the homestays that I was going to, other travelers and hikers. Because of the coronavirus, there wasn't many hikers up there. I don't think there probably will be a time when there is ever as few people up there in the mountains, but there was the connections that I did have with people felt very sacred and loving and true. So I was spending time in waterfalls, and it was absolutely freezing with water, and then walking for hours afterwards trying to heat up. The walking was just kind of a therapy for me, really, and I felt incredibly blessed and gratitude and just an incredible feeling throughout that period of time. I feel like I was able to be my authentic self when I conversed with other people, and I felt that was a very true reflection of who I was as a person, at my best. I feel like I was like living my full potential. So yeah, I wonder if you can have a think about maybe a time in your life where you were really living your authentic self, where you were really thriving, and more importantly, how you might bring that into your daily life. Now, I'm thinking about that now, and I think that the ways that I've brought it into my daily life are daily spiritual practice, mindfulness, meditation, yoga, and I religiously and daily get out into nature, feel the sand between my toes, the water, the ocean. I get my head under the water every day. Daily exercise. That seems to do wonders for me.